Hello, everybody. I don't remember where we left off, but it doesn't matter because we're somewhere different now. Hold on. Let me just go make it daytime. I want to show off what I've done. This armor slows me down so much. I must be nude. Hold on. Time to bed. Okay. Alright, so I made my big platform. I am now kind of trying to figure out what to build on it. Just me experimenting with shapes. I think I might need to do a bigger circle. I don't know how I'll be able to do that though. I looked up a tutorial for some efficient storage options. Just because why spend time solving something someone's already solved? And then I also tried to fight the bone mass in the swamp. My ass is not ready for that. Alright, let's see how... I think I can just double the size of the circle by just making every section of the circle like 4 meters wide. And I hesitate to go bigger than that. I'm gonna be building it out of core wood, but I'm just figuring out what I'm doing in regular wood. Okay, and I do 1 tick. And then 1 tick. But is this gonna be too big is the problem. And when it's built out of core wood, it won't be so fragile either. This is a large circle. It's gonna be quite large. Do you want to do one big building or a series of smaller ones? Let's see how big this will be. Let me get the wood. I don't have the iron for this storage system exactly, but I'll have to go back to the swamp at some point anyway. This is a really nice size for a home. So I can have Storage and crafting and home and farm. Yard, rather, because I've got berry bushes on either side that I've preserved. Okay. I'm gonna need a shitload of core wood. Because I really like the orange color. And I have a fair bit. But it's probably a good idea to gather more. Especially since I don't have any fucking pine trees. Let's grow some fine wood while I wait. I've just been growing trees on this platform since it's safe and I don't have much built here yet. Right. So I want to build like sort of a spiral upward and have sort of an open floor plan. Oops. Because no enemies should be able to spawn on that little island plateau anyway. So I shouldn't have to worry about leaving gaps in my structures as long as things that need to be protected from the water are protected from the water, like the rain. So let me repair my shit. And we'll go chop down pine trees. Hmm. I found Haldor, as you can see. I have a portal right to him. Not protected or anything, but existing. Hmm. Apparently I've had this idea before. Maybe I can use some of the normal wood to like build a little hut here. That'd be good. No, don't go. I can't even tell you how much rock it took to build my mesa. I think I probably gathered, I don't know. It's got definitely over 1,000, maybe over 2,000. I have destroyed all of the rock deposits in the Black Forest near my home. Luckily, there's a lot, so I'm not too worried. What's this song? Oh. Who knows? Gone now. I killed one goblin in the plains, so I could explore there a little, in theory. I don't think much, because I think I'm still very weak. defensively. I managed to make one piece of root armor. I couldn't find any more abomination spawns, or I would have made more pieces. Besides, like, Spiral House, I'm not sure what kind of design I want to go with for, like, the workstations and stuff. I don't know how many pieces. And then I was thinking of building, like, a bridge out over the water, or, like, a portal hallway, perhaps. And then also a boat dock of some kind. I've been doing a 3D wooden puzzle in real life as well. I love building. I love playing with blocks, man. I'm not good at building for aesthetics, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my damnedest. Here, let's build a little hut. It's right next to Haldor, so it only has to be very small. I'm not gonna be sleeping here or anything. Why does it feel off some? Yeah, see, perfect. Whoops. Wrong button. Come on. Flatten. Yeah. Playful. To the floor. Hmm. I overlapped somewhere. Oh well. I can even use one of these little roof pieces. Use these. Now, how do you fill up that gap, though? Ah, right. The X. Hmm. Little gap is fine though. Won't actually hurt anything, I don't think. Ah, of course. Okay. Bench. And working portal. Flawless. What a cute little house, too. Sorry, Haldor. I haven't really seen a dwarf before. Haven't fished at all yet. Don't know what exactly that gets me right now, except for fish. That tree was about 60 pounds. Yep. And out of all that, I got one pine cone. SMH my damn head. Let's see here. I'll go all the way down to put away my goods. I still have a lot of congestion, but I'm mostly done being sick. Like, I don't feel infected anymore. My energy levels are rising. Just still a little gunky. And let's plant the pine tree. Alright, it's hot, so I'm going to real quick close my door. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hey. Maybe we can get started on what I think the basic structure should be. We'll see how much wood I might actually need. It's also dark. Dark as hell. I don't know if you can raise the brightness in this game. Let me just go sleep to make it daytime. I should make a sleeping hut down there. But I don't want to bring too much down there before I'm ready to organize it all, because my current house is just a mess. The arrows? Or are we under attack? Excuse me? Must have been the wind. Draugr died there. Alright. I think with the core wood I can just use the 4-meter beams. Because I would assume that they have snapping points in the middle as well. Let me find out. Oh wait, it's free in the center. Yeah, okay. I want to use the 2-meter beams then. Also, is this the place where I want to do it? Yeah. Move it a little away from the... A little more away from the edge. Gee, I sure hope there's no enemy that shows up later that is not defeated by moat. Hello, Easy. Pseudonapis, cool. I made circle out of wood. Are you intrigued? Hey, are you repulsed by me? This is true. I'm trying to figure out how I could make like sort of a curving shape. This is promising. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I want to make, um, like an ice cream cone kind of, but a house. Do you see the vision? Oops. Yeah, I just don't know if this will actually work. Could do like this is something. Okay, but am I able to? Sorry. That's wrong. Diseased. Ugh, that doesn't make even holes. Oh wait, I was starting from the wrong point. There we go. Oh, I could just crawl right in. Hmm. What does mouse behavior mean? Oh yeah. I like that. Swoosh. Oh, I swoosh right in. Absolutely swoosh. Okay, what if I switch to the steeper incline beams earlier? This is this steeper? Oh, we've got beams with different incline angles. So I'm just trying them out. Stop clicking that. It would make like a taller house. Yeah, I kind of fuck with that. How many beams is that? 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's make sure it meets up at the top. Yeah, kind of beautifully, actually. Wonder if I should do the whole length. Oh, sorry. Goodbye. How tall do I want this house? That's too tall. Yeah, it's a swirl. Yeah. 2, 3. Alright, 1, 2, 4, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so just need to build. Let's build the entirety of the smaller structures. Because the big thing here we're gonna need to achieve is symmetry, both vertical and radial. I'm out of wood. But see, if I can just jump in through anywhere, I can orient my room whatever way I want. And one of my things about base building is I always build too many doors because I hate having to walk around a building to get into it. So this is kind of perfect. Oh, don't worry, easy. Everything I build is gay. Yeah. No, this is my crash pad for when I bring over a bunch of other queer people to bone down. Can't have a straight house. No way. Yeah, for all the horny fairies. True. God. I wish the horny fairies were queer. Nah, honestly, I struggle to identify with queer romances. I feel like my experience just differs too much from the average person. Too weird. Yeah, I know. It's... Well, you know, I haven't actually asked the fairies how they feel about gender, but so far it's pretty heterosexual. I have to build a hut. I don't want to go all the way back up to my big house to repair my builder and also sleep. So let me just sleep in the storage room for now. Yeah, the fairies are... The main character appears to be cis female, and the fairies are all big, strong men. Yeah. That's why it's got such mass appeal, you know? All those sexually repressed women out there. All the elf men? Yeah, this is true. Yeah, okay, you're gonna tell me that the High Lord of the Spring Court and his totally hot emissary are making out while they're patrolling the border? Shows what you know. Damn. Too intense for me right now. True. We've already had not one but two Beauty and the Beast scenes where the High Lord shows the poor rescued girl rooms full of her favorite hobbies. And then we also had a Beltane celebration where the High Lord of the Spring Court has to like restore the magic to his land for the coming year. And he turns into a beast who has to like fuck the magic back into the world. But he has to control himself around the human. Yeah, okay, so the High Lord of the Spring Court is a shapeshifter and he turns into a giant golden beast. Yeah, because he's the Spring Court. He's got a gold mask. Gold beast. Gold hair, golden curls, bronze skin. I don't think he's the main, like, I don't think he's like the main love interest though. I think he's just kind of like the starter set. Because there's no way she'd end up with such like a nice guy. Just a nice, pleasant fella. No, no, no. She has to go for the fucked up evil guy eventually, I'm sure. But the fucked up evil guy is actually like his sensitive side, and he actually has so many complex thoughts, but they just don't give him a chance, you know? He's so misunderstood. Yeah, come on, this is missing. Is this a reference to something you see? Why is this one so much closer? Something's not right with this one. I think that's better. Right? No, it's still close. Still too close. Maybe this whole line is coming a little too hot. Okay, settle your dins. There we go. Nice. Now the other way. It's a fun house. Let's do this one. Definitely gonna need more core wood though. Already threw half my supply. And I've only built the frame of my house. Rice time. Hell yeah. Might have to find a way to join the top creatively. Hmm. Because you have to be under a roof, I think, for you to sleep. It'll be easier to walk on if I finish the other half. Making myself dizzy. I want to do final cross piece. Yeah, I can always take it off if I want something simpler up there. This is nice. Big enough to invite all the. I don't know if this would fit all the fairies. They're tall. Especially the high fae. Oof. What do I do for flooring, you think? I'd like to do stone flooring, I think. I just don't know if I can make it look good. Oh, there's something in my eye. Yeah, like a couple of them, many of them are very tall and very muscular. Because they're all warriors, you know? So my options for stone flooring are big block, huh? Need a stone cutter. Ugh. Can I just build one of those? I'll go get mine from the house. No. So, like, 500 years ago, there was a massive war between humans and fairies. And so, they eventually settled on a treaty that split the humans and the fairy lands by a wall, and neither side was meant to ever pass it. Um, under penalty, under harsh penalty. Gnomes, I believe, would be classified as a type of fairy because this is just fair folk. Like this is all sorts of things, like pukas and naga and fairies with wings and fairies that are more like elves. You know, it's like all of them. Yeah. Um, but what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So they fought each other, and then there's also a lot of conflict, basically all of the time, between all of the various Fae high courts. Which there's the spring court, the summer court, the winter court, the autumn court, and then there's also day, night, and dawn, I believe. Can't remember. What the fuck was stone? Well, it's so I think a court of thorns and roses is because one of the main features of the spring court is a massive rose garden. So I think it's just meant to be emblematic of the spring court. But yeah, it is because of the conflict and also the pleasantness that our protagonist finds in the spring court, court, court. But yeah, during the like Beltane festival, the idea is that all of the power of the like all of the natural power of spring flows through the High Lord of the Spring Court through some sort of like channeling rite. And this refreshes the land, brings in the spring, refreshes his magic, etc., etc., so he can protect himself and his subjects for the coming year. But the idea is that he hunts a white stag and then sacrifices it, and then he gets turned into a feral beast from all the power running through him. So he has to immediately have sex with someone. And uh, our protagonist is a human woman, and she has to stay inside because he's not going to be able to control himself, and he doesn't want to do that to her. You know? The good shit. Of any stone. Well, yes, it's time to high hole. It's dark again. There you go. He hasn't. Well, I mean, so here's the thing: is there's a bunch of fairy ladies. It's just that he's like romantically attracted to the human woman. We haven't gotten into why, but I guess he's dreamed about her before. We'll see. Fairies are known for their frequent dalliances. So that's what it feels like, yeah. It's just as the stone tablets have predicted. Oh, fall damage. I can't jump off my mesa too high or else I'll die of fall damage if I haven't up to my HP. Alright, but my spot respawn point is right here. And I'm gonna take it gentle. Oof, still almost died. Yeah, like I've been 26 chapters in to the first book, and I'm gonna be honest, almost nothing has happened. It is a slow burn series for sure, because there's like 8 books. Yeah, one-shot protection would be nice, but this game is not kind. No, 26 chapters of learning about our characters. Like, we know why she's in the fairylands and what her situation was before. I think this is going to be a lot of political intrigue, so you really have to establish the universe. Your little thingy. But yeah, they're setting up a lot of secrets. They're setting up for heartbreak. It's like, oh yeah, the tragic event that is the reason she's in the fairy world at all. Because humans aren't supposed to be here. Sure, sure. That's established in like the first 3 or 4 pages. But then you have to let her learn to love to be in the fairy world before it's tragic that she is like, I don't know, kidnapped or tortured or if she runs away for some reason. Because she is very strong-willed. Um, so like the High Lord of the Spring Court put a glamour on her family so they won't like be worried about her. But is that a breach of trust? Yes. Is that gonna be like the boil like the final straw in a fight that they have where she ends up wanting to live somewhere else? Because that's part of her punishment is that she has to stay in the fairy world, but she doesn't have to stay where it's safe. Well, so she met someone at the fucking festival, who I believe is probably the High Lord of another court. And he seems very main character-y. And he is definitely like a dark and brooding type fairy. But I think that but there's also somebody they've been teasing that's like they only refer to as her or she. And I think she's like a fucked up queen of another court or something. Because I guess she keeps dumping like monsters and nearly dead people over the border of the Spring Court. Just to fuck with them. But we'll see. Like, I have no idea where this is going. For the most part. Yeah, it was a really dramatic scene. She dumped like a dying fairy who'd had his... Not all fairies have wings. But she dumped like a dying fairy who had had his wings ripped off over the border. And they couldn't save him, so all they had to do, like, all they could do was be with him while he died. It was a device to show the character's growing empathy towards fairies. Because she hates them at first. Because humans and fairies are enemies, you know? I really love that I'm gonna do all this and then hate the stone. Someone needs to get her? Yeah, I feel like nobody gets me too. So like I kinda understand where she's coming from. There was one line so far that where I felt very seen. That definitely kind of furthered my interest in this series. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, sometimes evil's not so black and white, you know? Ugh. I don't know if I can deal with that overlapping texture. Maybe I could do... do like a rough floor made out of the wall segments. Well, wait, who's the... Oh, you mean the... I don't know if she's morally ambiguous. She's definitely like an enemy of the Spring Court. Hmm. Maybe I could do like a pattern, like a brick pattern. Kinda fuck with it. Scaffold decent from the outside. Can I sneak in? I'd have to jump in through one of these upper ones. No, the Spring Court is one of the more easygoing ones. And then on top of all of this, I forgot, there's another layer that I've been introduced to. There's a blight that's been going through Fairylands where that's been affecting the magic in really weird ways. So that's fucked up. Isn't it? So like all of the members of the Spring Court have masks stuck on their faces forever. And then there's other effects that we haven't been introduced to, but High Lords are much weaker than they used to be. And we don't know why the blight is happening, but I wonder if that has anything to do with her. She could be. I do like a Okay, I saw someone do something. Were they like... They put something where they wanted it to snap. Is that good? It's a very small and noticeable gap, so I think that's probably pretty good. What do you think of rough brick flooring? The Atopies girl? Yeah, probably. I didn't finish that game. Too heartful for me. Rest assured, I am just saying words. None of this is... None of this means anything. Anyway, I'll fill you in more on, like, the fairy fucking as I go along. It will surely be exciting. Only if you want to hear. You don't have to. See, I would agree with you. I wasn't sure that I was gonna be on board until Omi told me about the Beltane festival. What do they call it? They called it Fire Night, but in like some made up fantasy language. I just call it Beltane because that's real. The spring festival where you light fires and you meet with your lover, and at the end of the night you jump over the coals for fertility and good fortune in the coming year. Basically, you're supposed to have sex by the fire with your lover all evening, and I'm, you know, I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, I mean, Aragon is one of the least horny, like, fantasy novels I've read. But that's probably because Christopher Paolini was like 15 when he started it. And even if he was horny, he can't let people know he's horny. Is this the center? 1, 2, 3, 4.5. One, two, four. I think that's close enough. Yeah, I never read the last one. I am a little ashamed to say. Yeah, well, I know originally it was only supposed to be 3 books. Yeah, and the movie is one of the worst book adaptation movies I've ever seen. But I was obsessed with Saphira when I was a kid. That's my gal. It's shaping up at our hearth. It's almost centered. Mm-hmm. I was interested in it, um, partially because of how different it ended up being, because it was one of the first like fantasy novels that went deep into the political intrigue and also the results of the heroes' failures, not just successes. The horse here for now. Yeah, I don't know if I was fully engaged, but I remember it fondly now. Did not have a gray. Silver? No. Um, color could ores be? Yeah, shout out to Aragon for sure. Really good villain. Really complex. Really cool dragons. No way. Okay. Ores are purple. The mad lad, though. Has he written anything else? Hmm. How are the reviews? That's good. Happy for him. It's easy to take young success and then nothing happens after that. It's all you can do. Can't live someone else's life for him. Oh, alright. Cancel Christopher Paolini. AI art consumer. Damn. That was one of the faster milkshake ducks I've experienced. You can't trust kids these days. Also, I keep calling him a kid. That's just because he got famous when he was a kid. I think. I don't know. I think he might be younger, like, older than me. Can't remember how old I was. Yikes. Chris, you should know better. I mean, not necessarily. Exactly. Oh, there goes my pickaxe. Got some stone then. Yeah, he's fine. He could afford to pay his artists. Especially for a book cover? Come on. That's easy. That used to be like the fantasy artist's bread and butter. Yeah. People don't realize how important that meat is. That's your think meats. I very seriously doubt that that show will ever see the light of day. Yeah, okay. I was overthinking it. Oh, I hate this line. How did this happen? And they just don't fit together right, do they? Fuck. Ow. Okay. There's a gap. Painful. Fuck. That fixes it. You can't really tell. Oh, it's just a wonky brick texture. Which actually, I'm gonna move it back here. Yeah. Like nothing's wrong with it. I want you to snap. Stop snapping. Very good. Okay. This is actually looking good. I like this now. Ooh, ice cream. I have some fudge pops in the freezer. I'll have one of those after stream. I don't want to slurp away in y'all's ears. Very good. I'm glad I took the time to fix those those gaps because this is looking much better, much more centered too. All right. This is cozy. Still have to decide what to put on this on the roof. And how I'm gonna put a bed in here. I'm gonna have to go up to the big house to repair my stuff. Yeah, it's just to be usable, I think a bed has to have a roof over it. I'll find out if that's true before I do anything drastic. Okay. Let's put a bed right next to the missing require. Oh, missing. Let's just take my bed from over here and put it over there. I'll have to light the fire too in order to. Oh, I forgot to repair my shit. Damn, what good am I? Might as well chop down some of these trees then. Oh, easy. Can't get past my boat. That's why we built the moat. Nah. Not even a troll can get in here, I don't think. They're stupid beasts. They will not, shall not evolve. Plus, they're made of wood. They already kind of have still legs. Every leg's is stilt legs when you're made of stilts. I wish there was an easy way. To pack everything away. Alas. Alright. What actually might happen now is I might actually cut the stream an hour short today because I am still sick and I am getting tired. So we might have to come back here to look at what progress I make. Yeah, I'm sorry, Easy. I've been sick for 10 days and it'll probably be a few days more. Oops. Oh, that's not good. Um, I don't know what happens if your thingy gets damaged. Let's not find out. I can't survive a fall from the top of my house. I think this might be a good house. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Um, I'll definitely do more building in this though, because I really like it. This is one of the more satisfying blocks simulators I've played. A lot of good freedom. Uh, let's see if there's anyone online to raid. Oh, no Pika. It's rain. It's rain. It's raid. Let's try shrimps. Let's raid good vibes. Go say good evening to the shrimps. And I will be back on Friday. Good night, good night, good night. I love y'all very, very much.